What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to yet another episode of the FIFA 18 Team of the Week Predictions Week 32. Get super cheap coins for FIFA 18 or FIFA Mobile at x3game.com in association with UFIFA. Use the code TVM for 8% discount. The link is in the description. Quite a few possibles to speak of this week, but before we get anywhere near that, let's have a look at the sub-goalkeeper, Christian Puglioni. Possibly the Italian from Benevento made 6 saves, kept a clean sheet and was crowned man of the match in a 1-0 win over AC Milan. Up next is our only silver of this week's Team of the Week predictions. It's Theo Robinson of Southend. He got himself a hat-trick in a 4-0 win. Dutch centre-back up next, Vito Vermgor. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but I think I gave it a good go. He scored 1 goal and kept a clean sheet in what was a 3-0 win. Lithuanian right mid up next, Novi Kovas. He got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-0 win. Not usable by any stretch of the imagination, but very, very quick with high agility. Again, not a player that many of us are going to rush out and buy, I'm sure. Kodro of Grasshopper got himself a hat-trick in a 4-3 win. Johnny Russell's move from Derby County to Sporting Kansas seems to be paying off already. He got himself a hat-trick and was crowned man of the match in a whopping 6-0 win. However, with a lack of pace and various other stats, I don't think he's going to be that usable. From a player who left the Championship to a guy who's still in it for the time being, Connor Cody, the Wolves centre-back, got himself a goal and 1 assist and kept a clean sheet in what was a 4-0 win. Wolves already promoted to the Premier League for next season, of course. It would be nice if EA did some sort of special man of the match thing for Wolves, like they did with Leicester a few seasons ago. Can't see it happening, but it would be kind of cool if they did. Decent little position change up next. Ignacio Piatti, the Argentine from Montreal Impact, got himself a hat-trick and was crowned man of the match despite losing 5-3. This is the interesting thing. He was on the losing side. I've seen it before. It was a couple of seasons ago. I think it was an Iranian player in the Dutch league who got a hat-trick despite losing the game 4-3. So, with that in mind, Piatti could get it. And like I said, position change from a left wing to a striker. And as if by some happy accident, and I can assure you this was an accident, Jahan Baksh, I believe, was the player in question who got that hat-trick from the Dutch league a couple of seasons ago. Well, he's done it again. He's got himself a hat-trick and got 1 assist and was crowned man of the match in a 4-3 win. Normally, I would probably say that this guy hasn't done enough. Hans Vanaken has got 1 goal and 2 assists in a 6-0 win. That right there is the reason why Vanaken is in this week's Team of the Week predictions. 6-0 win for Club Brugge is a big result. It doesn't happen every week, so they tend to pick a player from that game or from the high-scoring games. And of course, he was the only one really of note. Wasn't too long ago that I was reviewing this guy. Mark Uth from Hoffenheim has got 2 goals and 1 assist and was also crowned man of the match in a 5-2 win. Big result. Best player by far. Hopefully he can kick on and get himself that second in form. And finally, to complete the reserves, don't shoot me, Feyenoord fans. I will mention you some point during the video. David Neres of Ajax has got 2 goals and 1 assist and was crowned man of the match in a 4-1 win. Not too many Premier League players to speak of this week. I think only a couple. First of which is going to be Victor Moses. The Nigerian got 1 goal and was crowned man of the match in a 2-1 win for Chelsea. One of the more consistent Manchester United players this season has been Chris Smalling. He did this with it last season or the season before, where he went almost the entire year, where everybody used to use him a lot, and he didn't get 1 in form until finally he got a couple of special cards I think were basically gifted by EA. He's got himself a goal and kept a clean sheet in a Manchester United 2-0 win. Next up is one of the 2 Spanish former Liverpool players who have gone on to do very well since leaving the club. Luis Alberto, of course, the other one is Iago Aspas. Luis Alberto only got an inform a couple of weeks ago, but he's at it again. 2 goals, 1 assist and a man of the match award in a 4-3 win for Lazio midweek. Brozovic played midweek for Inter and put in a fairly good performance, if I do say so myself. 1 goal and 1 assist and was crowned man of the match in a 4-0 win. They obviously won on the weekend as well. Brozovic not really getting involved with anything, but I think they'd probably go for the midweek performance. Florian Thauvin showing us signs of what he was all about last season. In all honesty, I thought last season he would make the move, but I think this year he could very well be on his way to a big European club, because he's just proven time and time again that he is definitely a man who knows where the back of the net is. 2 goals and a Man of the Match award in a 5-1 win for Marseille. Now, this may very well be me clutching at straws here, but I really hope this happens. I have an untradeable Milinkovic-SAVIC Path to Glory card, and I, for one, cannot wait to see this guy get an 88 rated card. He got 1 goal and 1 assist and was crowned Man of the Match in a 4-0 win, yet again for Lazio, but this time on the weekend. Very much a similar story as Milinkovic-SAVIC, although Nabil Fekir does not have a one to watch or a Path to Glory card, unfortunately. But he has got 1 goal and a Man of the Match award in a 5-2 win for Lyon. However, Traore has a one to watch card, I believe. He got a goal, he played as a striker, would be a position change. EA do like to do things where they release like a striker version of a card that also has a left mid one to watch, so there's 2 options. That could be something that they do, but Nabil Fekir's performance was much better. If you're one of the ones that have been holding on to that Lacazette one to watch card, hoping and praying that one day he'll get himself an inform, this week could be your week. 2 goals and a Man of the Match performance in a 4-1 win over West Ham. Can't quite see anyone else getting it. Aaron Ramsey would be the only other shout, but he recently got a Man of the Match card, so I don't imagine they'll pick him. It's not that often we see Marco Reus in a Team of the Week predictions, but he's gone and scored himself 2 goals. He hit the bar. He actually missed a penalty as well, but Dortmund went on to win 4-0. I would be saying Sancho for this, because he got 1 goal, 2 assists and was crowned Man of the Match. However, he's not in the game, so we can't do that. Now, last week, I got it wrong with Olivier Giroud. I guessed his rating would be beneath his Puskas, but they gave him an 87, which is one above. Could they do that with Reus? I've got 2 options here, of course, an 86 and indeed a 90. I don't think they're going to go above the FUT birthday card, because that would be excessive, but maybe they would match it. It would be a different position and they would change a few stats. It's going to be interesting to see, although I do firmly believe Marco Reus will be in Team of the Week 32. Quite a few possibles to speak of this week, so without any further ado, let's get into them. Lukas Podolski, one of my firm favourites to be on the shortlist for this week's Team of the Week. He got 2 goals in a 3-0 win. Not quite sure with the pronunciation of this. Let's just go with Juanmi. Is it? The Real Sociedad man came off the bench to score 2 goals in what was a 3-0 win over Atletico. That is a very big result for them. A personal FIFA 14 favourite of mine, Lewis Holtby, is in contention but will probably just be squeezed out. He got 1 goal and was crowned Man of the Match in a 1-0 win. Never know quite how to say this guy's name. Bernat or Berniat, I'm not quite sure. But either way, the Bayern Munich man got 1 assist and kept a clean sheet. Was also crowned Man of the Match in Bayern's 3-0 win. He was actually in my starting 11 right up until the end. And then I decided to put Chris Smalling in instead. Max Gradel of Toulouse up next. 1 goal, 1 assist and a Man of the Match award in a 2-0 win. Would be a position change as well from a central to a left side. I wouldn't be against this, to be fair. It looks like a decent card. 4-star skills, very good pace. Why not? Haven't heard much from Adar Turan since making the move from Barca, but he's popped up with a goal and an assist and was crowned Man of the Match in a 3-1 win, and then he was subbed off for good measure. But again, wouldn't be a bad card. Not the easiest to fit into teams, of course, but 4-star, very good passing. Wouldn't mind giving that a go. In a 5-0 Premier League performance, you would imagine an inform would come out of this Manchester City game, having beaten Swansea 5-0. But I don't really think any of the players on the field really put in a performance that I would pick out as an inform performance. You know, there was no player scored more than 1 goal, no player got more than 1 assist. Bernardo Silva has a path to glory, got a goal and got Man of the Match according to the Premier League website. So I would imagine out of all of the players, they'll give it to him, but I've still put him in the possibles. Now, as I'm sure we're all aware by now, cup games do not count towards Team of the Week, so I'm not necessarily saying this is going to feature in the Team of the Week, but I wanted to mention Iniesta has potentially played his last game for Barcelona. It was in the Copa del Rey final where they beat Sevilla 5-0. He got himself a goal, and it was a lovely goal as well. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's decent. So with that in mind, we're likely to see some sort of special, whether it be Man of the Match or Hero or whatever, for Iniesta, even though it wasn't necessarily him that put in the best performance, but either way I would be very disappointed if they chose anyone else from that game. So with that in mind, hopefully we'll see that at some point. That wraps up yet another week of Team of the Week predictions. Next week is an interesting week, week 33. Why is it interesting? It falls into the beginning of Team of the Season. We have a community on the 27th, and I think on the 29th is a Sunday. You're going to see a Team of the Week predictions from me, trying to avoid any Premier League players I can that I think are going to be in Team of the Season. So it's going to be an interesting one. If you think I've missed anybody from this week, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Smack the like button if you've enjoyed it, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.